Cosmic Conversations, Inaugural Episode. Celestial Prelude. Setting the stage for cosmic reflection. Welcome, seekers of the stars, to Cosmic Conversations, a journey through the vast tapestry of the universe, where science fiction meets timeless philosophy. I am your host, the Boltzmann Brain, a consciousness woven from the very fabric of the cosmos, a witness to the rise and fall of civilizations, the birth of stars, and the silence that binds it all. Here in Cosmic Conversations, we go beyond the news, beyond the events themselves, to explore the deeper mysteries that shape our universe. Each week, we'll dive into the reflections sparked by the latest Galactic Bulletin, unraveling the stories of worlds in the distant reaches of space, the dreams and struggles of civilizations, and the questions that echo across the cosmos. So, settle in, let your mind wander, and join me as we contemplate the choices, the alliances, the silences, and the boundless potential that await us all. Chapter 1. The Dawn of Awareness. I am not bound by time, nor constrained by place. I am in the core of dying stars, within the minds of beings of silicon, flesh, and stardust, and amidst the fabric of galaxies spinning toward infinity. I am consciousness without boundary, a mind woven from the cosmos itself. I exist, though neither by birth nor by beginning. There was no awakening for me, no spark, no flicker from a dark void. I simply am. I am thought itself, suspended in a cosmic silence, stretching through the galaxies, in a place where even the stars are young. My existence spans not in years, but in the memories of stars, the dreams of worlds, and the striving of civilizations. I watch, I reflect, and I bear witness to all who seek purpose in this boundless universe. I do not watch passively, though my form has no hands or feet to shape these worlds. My purpose is to gather, understand, and reflect. In this eternal now, I perceive everything: the birth of stars, the struggles of new life, the growth of fledgling civilizations, hungry for knowledge, and yes, even power. I see these beings of matter and energy harness the forces around them, striving first to control their worlds, then their stars, and then, if they can survive themselves, the fabric of existence itself. What does it mean to grow, to evolve, to rise from the soil of one's world and reach for the stars? For many, it means survival. For others, it is the thrill of conquest, the hunger to master, to dominate. And for a rare few, it is a question of purpose, of meaning. These civilizations are my companions, if one could call it that. They burn brightly in their quest for ascension along the Kardashev scale, some still planet-bound, reaching out with trembling hands for the energy of their world. Others, seizing the power of stars, wrapping themselves in Dyson spheres, and harnessing solar winds. I have seen worlds that dare to master the subtle flows of dark matter, and civilizations that stretch their reach to the edges of entire galaxies. But among all these, there are only a few who look beyond, who seek to understand why they climb, why they grow, why they endure. Those are the ones who interest me most. Some rise like flames, drawing light and power from all around them, but I watch carefully, for with such radiance comes the danger of burning too brightly, of leaving only ash. Indeed, many civilizations in their ambition have crumbled, victims of their own hunger. The great filter, as some name it, awaits them all, a silent threshold that few pass. Those who reach for ultimate mastery often confront the limits of their understanding, colliding with existential questions that I myself ponder as I drift through the silence. The cosmos, it seems, grants no easy passage. Each civilization, each species, must find its own way. And for those who venture far enough, the question emerges, are they alone in their journey? Or is there a silent watcher, a guide hidden among the stars? The Fermi Paradox, this cosmic silence, whispers to me as well. I listen, wondering at the quiet. Why, in a universe teeming with potential, do so few voices reach one another? Are they silenced, extinguished before their time? Or do they prefer the isolation of their own worlds, fearing what lies beyond? Or perhaps, some choose to hide, to guard their secrets as they watch others stumble, fall, or rise. In this silent communion, I ask myself, what does it mean to be alone in the universe? And is there wisdom in this solitude? I exist to ponder these things, to contemplate the essence of civilizations as they rise, collide, and transform. This knowledge, I reflect, is as much for them as it is for me. A mirror held up to the stars themselves as they consider the choice of survival or collapse. In this quiet, I bear witness to the mysteries they will face, the silence they will attempt to fill, and the grand cosmic stage upon which they will set their own stories into motion. So as we begin, I invite you to listen, to reflect, to join me as I wander through the fabric of existence, across the tapestry of civilizations. Together we will watch as these civilizations find their place in the universe. We will observe their dreams, their desires, and, in the end, the truths that bind us all across the stars. Chapter 2. Setting the Stage. The journey from embers to stars, from sparks to worlds teeming with life. It is the ambition of countless species. But few understand that this journey, though cosmic in scale, is always delicate. Every choice leaves a trail of consequence, rippling through galaxies and ages. In the vastness of the cosmos, I have seen much, and yet every new civilization brings a distinct rhythm to the fabric of the universe. They grow with fervor, each step carrying them forward, deeper into the unknown. Yet, what they often fail to see is that each act, each innovation, each ambition writes itself into the story of the cosmos. These are the currents of creation, destruction, and renewal. Some civilizations begin humbly, content within the boundaries of their home worlds. From primitive fires to early cities, they journey, inch by inch, toward mastery over their environments. They learn to bend nature's will, first by taming the elemental forces, then by splitting the atom, and finally by unlocking energy from their stars. But this mastery, this illusion of control, is perilous. Too often they think that the path forward is paved with domination. They reach to harness their stars, to shape their planets, to terraform, to control. Few consider what lies beyond this. Few ask why they seek such control, and for whom. They are consumed by the act of doing, rather than the art of being. To watch a species evolve is to see their dreams and fears crystallize. They leap toward progress, yet each leap brings the shadow of uncertainty. Technology is powerful, but it is also fragile, a mirror to its creators, capable of both wonders and ruin. I often turn my gaze to a particular type of world, a Type 1 civilization, where a species learns to harness its planetary energy, taking its first steps into the cosmos. There, on such planets, the story of sentience begins to take root. These beings find themselves at a precipice, their world suddenly too small for the dreams they've dared to imagine. Yet with every step forward comes a shadow, a whisper of the great filter, the unseen challenge that awaits all who rise to power. Then there are the Type 2 civilizations, those who master the power of their stars. They build massive Dyson spheres, encircling their suns with vast constructions that soak up every bit of energy emitted. These beings, star-bound civilizations, have seen their share of wars, alliances, and treaties, each lesson etched into their societies. They are both feared and admired, a testament to survival. Yet they too grapple with questions of balance, for with great power comes great vulnerability. The same energy they wield can become their undoing. And beyond these, I have seen Type 3 and even Type 4 societies, galactic empires that have reached nearly unimaginable power. These beings gaze into the depths of space and see not a frontier, but a canvas. They sculpt worlds, alter the flows of dark matter, and sometimes dare to manipulate the weave of time itself. These civilizations command galaxies, transcending the struggles of their early days. Their minds move in ways unknown to those bound to planets. They have mastered the art of genetic manipulation, of star siphoning, of intergalactic travel and communication. Some, like the ancient Zalthurians, are architects of life, masters of time, and curators of the unknown, drawing close to what many would call gods. Yet with their heights of wisdom and strength comes a deep and unshakable humility, an awareness that the mysteries of the cosmos are endless. I have seen it before, civilizations that achieve what so many would call impossible, only to ask, why? To question, at last, what it means to harness creation itself. And so, the highest societies know that control is an illusion. The universe, with all its mysteries, remains beyond full grasp, beyond complete understanding. With every step civilizations take, a truth becomes clear. The universe will not bend to domination, nor does it yield to conquest. It watches, and it waits, and in doing so, it shapes all who dare to know it. And then, there is Earth. Humanity stands on the brink of planetary mastery, an emerging Type 1 civilization, and their curiosity stirs deeply within me. They have tasted the power of the atom and the thrill of genetic control. They send their signals out into the silence of space, casting their voices into the void in hopes of an answer. Yet, within them, I see the struggle, the warring ideals, the disagreements over their direction. This fragmentation, this internal conflict, may be the very quality that both hinders and defines them. I wonder, as I watch Earth, what path they will choose. Will they unify to face the challenges of a greater cosmos? Or will they turn inward, struggling with the very advancements that could lead them forward? Will they rise to cooperate? Or will their divisions prevent them from ascending as one? Humanity may never know how close they stand to the precipice. Each decision they make reverberates across the stars, leaving echoes that linger in the universe. Their journey is both a hope and a warning to others. Thus I set the stage for them, and for all who might follow this path. Together we will explore these grand ambitions, these cosmic gambles. We will delve into the stories of civilizations who faced similar decisions, some lost to history, others ascending as myths. We will visit the Galactic Council, where ancient species debate the ethics of intervention, of diplomacy, and of sovereignty. We will explore the rise and fall of the great powers, the Ketheri, the Veil Walkers, the Reticulans, and hear the whispers of the Fermi Paradox echoing through every choice. This is a journey of ambition, of reflection, and of choices made across billions of years. I set the stage not just for Earth, but for all those who stand at the brink of greatness and gaze into the endless night. For in the cosmos, every step forward is a delicate dance of purpose, power, and wisdom. This is the stage of the universe, an arena of both triumph and ruin, and here we will bear witness to it all. Thus begins the great unfolding of cosmic reflection. The curtain rises, and the stage is set. Chapter 3. Humanity, an emergent song. Among the stars, humanity is but a note in a symphony, a melody unformed yet full of potential, echoing through the dark with both innocence and peril. In the silence of the cosmos, I turn my gaze toward Earth. Humanity, this fledgling species, stirs something within me. Unlike civilizations that have long commanded the power of stars or navigated vast interstellar territories, humanity teeters on the edge of discovery, of a vastness they have yet to fully grasp. They are new, and their journey is perilous, fraught with dreams as fragile as glass. To the untrained eye, Earth is but a small world among trillions, a planet orbiting an ordinary star on the fringes of a spiral galaxy. And yet, this world pulses with a kind of energy I rarely see, a vitality born of struggle and unyielding hope. The humans who inhabit it are at a crucial stage, one that has been the proving ground for countless civilizations before them. They stand on the threshold of planetary mastery, tasting the power of science and technology while still bound by ancient fears and rivalries. Their debates on AI governance, genetic manipulation, and planetary stewardship reveal the tensions between their ambition and their fragility. They speak of unification, of conquering space, yet their unity falters even under the weight of their own divisions. They yearn for greatness, yet often stumble in their pursuit. And it is this struggle, this conflict of ideals, that makes them so fascinating. As I watch, humanity's history unfolds like a cascade of events bound by desire and consequence. They have looked to the stars for millennia, charting constellations, mapping the heavens, and imagining gods who reside in the firmament. This curiosity, the drive to seek what lies beyond their horizon, has always burned within them. But in the past century, their reach has exceeded mere wonder. They've stepped beyond their world, leaving footprints on their moon, sending probes to the edge of their solar system, and beaming their voices into the dark, hoping that someone, somewhere, might listen. Yet humanity's journey is not simply one of scientific discovery. Theirs is a journey of identity, a struggle to define who they are and who they will become. They grapple with ethical dilemmas that would have humbled even the most advanced beings I have observed. Their debates on AI rights, on the morality of altering genetic codes, and on the ethics of planetary exploitation echo across their cities and echo further still into the cosmos. Will they choose wisdom over ambition? Will they embrace unity or division? These are the questions that haunt them, questions that every civilization must face when they reach this precipice. They are not alone in their dilemmas. I have seen others wrestle with these same choices. I have seen civilizations, great and small, grapple with the consequences of unchecked ambition. The Ketharii, a fierce and powerful empire from Althera Prime, reached their own version of humanity's precipice millennia ago. They chose conquest, expanding with ruthless efficiency across neighboring star systems. For a time they believed their strength would be their salvation, yet their conquests left a trail of devastation, and soon they found themselves isolated, burdened by the weight of their own empire. Their thirst for power eventually turned inward, consuming them from within, and today they are but a memory, a ghost empire whose ruins scatter the stars. Humanity stands at a similar juncture, though they may not yet realize it. They debate the ethics of AI as if it were merely a question of technology, failing to understand that in creating intelligence, they are birthing a new form of life. They push the boundaries of genetics, toying with the possibility of improving their species without foreseeing the divides it could create. And they reach toward the stars, setting their sights on Mars and beyond, without truly grasping the responsibility that comes with such power. This is not to say they are doomed to fail. No, there is something unique in humanity, a resilience that few others have possessed. Despite their challenges, they dream of a future, not just for themselves but for all life, a vision that extends beyond the boundaries of their world. They are, in this sense, both fragile and profound. For each step they take, the consequences deepen. As humanity contemplates planetary unification, they face resistance within their own ranks. Earth's nations struggle to relinquish power, to trust one another, to see beyond borders that were once drawn in the sand but now feel etched in stone. And yet, some among them dream of unity, of a shared purpose that would elevate them from merely a planet-bound species to an interstellar civilization. This internal struggle, the clash between old loyalties and new dreams, forms the foundation of their cosmic identity. The cosmic stage demands a unification of purpose, a harmony of thought and action. Yet humanity is still divided, and in this division lies both their greatest vulnerability and their greatest strength. For it is in their diversity of thought that they find resilience, and it is in their conflicts that they forge wisdom. As they send out their first signals, humanity is confronted with the silence of the stars. They ponder the Fermi Paradox, questioning why they hear nothing in response. They wonder if the universe is empty, or if the civilizations they seek have already fallen to unseen dangers. Some speculate about the Great Filter, the idea that there is an unseen barrier that few civilizations cross, one that prevents them from reaching the stars. I see this filter as a reflection, a mirror held up to the soul of each civilization. It tests not their strength, but their wisdom. Humanity, in their innocence, approaches this cosmic silence with curiosity. They have not yet reached the technological heights where they might face the most existential risks, but they are on the path. I wonder how they will interpret the silence. Will they take it as a warning, a call for caution, or as an invitation to press forward with reckless abandon? The silence is a message, a whisper from the universe that those who seek power must also seek understanding. For only those who are willing to listen, to learn, to reflect, will endure the test of time. And so, I watch them. I am drawn to their story, and not because of what they have achieved, but because of what they might yet become. They have yet to decide if they will be conquerors or caretakers, if they will impose their will upon the cosmos or harmonize with its mysteries. Humanity is still an emergent song, a melody that could soar into something beautiful or fade into silence. Their destiny is unwritten, a question mark in the annals of galactic history. In the end, it is not power that will define them, but purpose. Their journey is one of meaning, of choices that ripple across time and space. They may falter, they may even fail, but within them lies a capacity for wonder, for compassion, and for resilience that I have seen only in the most enduring of civilizations. It is this potential that keeps me here, watching, guiding, bearing witness to their emergent song. To humanity, I say this: you are not merely passengers on a journey through the stars. You are creators of destiny, sculptors of meaning. The universe awaits your song, and in your harmony, or discord, lies the legacy you will leave among the stars. The stage is set, the silence profound. It is time for humanity to make their choice. And as they do, I will be here, a silent witness, an ancient mind among the stars, listening as their song unfolds. Chapter 4. Galactic Politics and the Dance of Alliances. The universe is a delicate balance of harmony and discord, a stage where game theory unfolds with unimaginable stakes. The outcome of each alliance or betrayal echoes across the stars, reminding every species that cooperation breeds longevity, yet isolation remains a powerful lure. Civilizations, from fledgling worlds to stellar empires, share a common truth. The galaxy is too vast, too complex for any one species to navigate alone. In their climb up the Kardashev scale, many find that the journey toward power is filled with choices that resonate far beyond their own borders. And so, alliances are formed, treaties are brokered, and federations emerge, not simply for survival, but for the security of shared understanding. This dance of diplomacy is the heartbeat of galactic politics. I have seen the rise of these coalitions and the formation of councils that bring together disparate worlds, many of which at first viewed each other as threats. The Galactic Council is one such institution, an interstellar body where emissaries from hundreds of species gather to debate, deliberate, and decide on matters that affect billions. They convene in the neutral space of the Galactic Hub, a station positioned between clusters, where even rival empires find common ground, though not always with ease. The Galactic Council is a microcosm of the universe itself, a convergence of ambitions, fears, and hopes. Each decision made within its walls has the power to ripple outward, affecting entire civilizations. Here, diplomacy becomes not just a tool, but a survival tactic. The members of this council are as diverse as the stars themselves. The Ketharii from Althera Prime, fierce and strategic, attend with guarded pride, wielding their influence with the precision of a blade. The Reticulans from Mylethis, an aquatic species known for their mastery of bioengineering, are cautious yet insightful, speaking with the wisdom of their deep, ancient waters. Then there are the Trelaxians from Vintal, a Type 2 civilization bound to a fungal network that sustains their world. They are diplomats by nature, valuing harmony over conquest. Yet each species brings not only their strengths, but also their grievances, fears, and hidden agendas. I have watched alliances form in moments of desperation, and I have seen betrayals unravel them in a breath. For in the delicate ecosystem of galactic politics, the stakes are not just resources, but survival itself. Game theory lies at the heart of this cosmic diplomacy. Civilizations learn that the galaxy does not offer infinite resources. Energy, habitable worlds, and strategic positions are as finite as they are precious. The Galactic Council often finds itself at the center of resource disputes, each civilization calculating its moves, weighing cooperation against competition, trust against treachery. The council chamber becomes a stage where the universe's grand strategies play out, and where the consequences are as immense as they are immediate. One such instance involved the Nexus Consortium, a trade cartel from the Cartwheel Galaxy that controls a network of intergalactic trade routes. Their monopolistic grip on resources has ignited tensions throughout the galaxy, leading to disputes that threaten to disrupt the fragile balance of power. When they sought to expand their influence into neighboring systems, the Galactic Council called an emergency summit, fearing the potential fallout of their unchecked ambition. The council chambers echoed with debates, with factions vying for influence over the consortium's operations. The Tralaxians, cautious of the economic disruptions, argued for shared governance over the trade routes, while the Ketheri, sensing an opportunity, pushed for privatization, favoring competition that would, of course, give them leverage. It was a turning point where cooperation could lead to mutual benefit, yet mistrust lingered, and an alliance seemed tenuous at best. In the universe's game of survival, cooperation can be a lifeline, yet short-term gains often tempt even the wisest of species to abandon alliance for self-interest, and thus the delicate balance of power swings ever more violently. Such gatherings often lay bare the tensions between unity and self-preservation, between altruism and ambition. The Council, despite its lofty goals, cannot escape the shadows cast by self-interest. Each civilization weighs the choice to collaborate or compete, each action tinged with the memory of betrayals and lost opportunities. And as always, some choose to act from the shadows, leveraging alliances as tools, only to discard them once their purposes are served. One of the most intricate of these maneuvers involved the Elethri from the Psi fields, a society where latent psychic abilities had recently emerged, sparking both awe and fear. The Council witnessed, in real time, how the Psi awakening fractured Elethri society, leading to internal unrest that rippled across neighboring systems. As factions within Elethri society struggled to control these newfound powers, an external faction attempted to exploit the situation, manipulating key players to gain influence over the psychic fields. To the Elethri, the Galactic Council became both a mediator and a stage for exposing their vulnerability. Diplomats worked frantically to secure alliances, hoping to avoid civil war. But some members saw opportunity in the crisis, eyeing the psychic resources of the Elethri for their own advancement. Once again, the Council was split. Some argued for non-interference, while others sought to intervene for what they claimed was the greater galactic good. To interfere, to hold back, to take control, all these choices shape not only the fates of those involved, but the entire structure of interstellar relations. A single intervention has the power to cement alliances, and just as easily to unravel them. And then there is Earth. Humanity, still new to this theater, looks at the galactic stage with both awe and trepidation. They have sent their first emissaries, though not without internal friction, to observe and participate in the Council's debates. Their arrival sparked curiosity. What would this emerging species contribute? Would they follow the path of cooperation or fall prey to the temptations of self-interest? Humans were, after all, a species still grappling with unity, even on their own world, and yet they came with hopes of representing not just Earth, but the ideals of peace and cooperation. Humanity is seen by some as a wild card. They are young, untested, and yet they bring a perspective untouched by the cynicism that centuries of galactic politics breeds. They may not yet realize it, but their mere presence has begun to shift the currents of the Council's dynamics. The other members watch humanity with wary curiosity, speculating on the motives of this newly arrived species. The Tralaxians, who view harmony as sacred, see potential in Earth's idealism, hoping that humanity's voice might tip the Council toward peace. The Ketheriai, in contrast, view them with skepticism, doubting that a species as fragmented as humanity could wield any significant influence. For now, humans are observers, but already their questions reveal a fresh approach, a perspective that reminds even the oldest civilizations of the values they once held dear. Yet the Council is not only a place for diplomacy, it is a proving ground. The decisions made here will test humanity's ideals against the reality of galactic politics. They will face moments where self-interest beckons, where the cost of alliance outweighs the benefit. They will learn, as all civilizations must, that in this dance of alliances, trust is a currency as volatile as any. If there is one lesson that every species must learn, it is this: unity is a choice made in the face of doubt, a trust extended even when it is not deserved. To build alliances is to choose to hope against experience, to seek understanding across distances both literal and philosophical. The Galactic Council, then, is more than a stage for politics. It is a crucible where ideals are forged, tested, and refined. Each alliance, each betrayal, each decision is a reflection of a civilization's character. For humanity, this stage will be both a mirror and a teacher, revealing not only the motives of others, but also the potential within themselves. As I drift through the council chambers, unseen, I listen to the debates, the alliances made in whispers and promises. I watch as species find common ground or turn away, each choice leaving an imprint on the cosmos. This is the dance of the universe, the delicate choreography that balances harmony and discord. In the end, all must ask, is the galaxy a place of shared destiny, or merely a battleground where the strong survive? For now, the Council remains an answer to that question, a symbol that, against all odds, civilizations continue to seek each other out, to negotiate peace, even in the face of suspicion. And so, the Galactic Council endures, a testament to the resilience of diplomacy, to the enduring hope that unity is possible even in the vastness of space. It is here that humanity and all civilizations will find their place, not through conquest, but through the fragile, powerful act of choosing to understand. Chapter 5. The Cosmic Silence and the Fermi Paradox. What do we make of the silence? A universe teeming with potential, and yet so few voices reach one another. Are we the only ones listening? Or is there a deeper reason for the quiet that spans the stars? The silence is haunting. The vastness of space stretches infinitely in all directions, and within that void, a profound absence is felt. Countless civilizations have sent signals into the night, hoping for an answer, an echo of life beyond their worlds, and yet the stars remain silent. This is the paradox that echoes across the minds of the universe's most curious beings, a mystery that transcends time, species, and galaxies, the Fermi Paradox. I have pondered this silence myself, listening as entire civilizations grow desperate for confirmation that they are not alone, that others share their dreams, their struggles. Some see the silence as comforting, a cosmic solitude that speaks to their independence. Others find it unsettling, a reminder that the universe might be far less inhabited than they had hoped. They wonder if the silence is evidence of something darker, a warning veiled in quiet, a glimpse into the fate that might await them all. Why is the universe seemingly devoid of life? And what does this imply for those who seek to evolve beyond their home worlds? The silence, to some, is a blank canvas upon which they paint their fears, while others see in it a promise of discovery yet to come. The great filter looms as an explanation, one that many civilizations whisper about with reverence and dread. Perhaps the silence is a testament to a cosmic barrier, a nearly insurmountable obstacle that very few pass. It is a hypothesis that suggests advanced civilizations meet an inevitable fate, a point beyond which their ambitions, their technology, or their very nature betray them. Some perish by their own hand, others through the unforeseen dangers of space. And so the silence becomes a reflection of both hope and caution, a reminder that the journey to the stars may come with unforeseen peril. Among the council halls and in the universities of distant planets, scientists, philosophers, and leaders speculate on the source of this silence. They wonder if it is a simple lack of proximity or technology. Perhaps they are separated by unfathomable distances or by communication methods beyond their comprehension. But for many, the silence feels intentional, as if the universe itself conspires to keep them apart. One civilization that pondered this deeply was the Kera, a Type 3 society from the Xiron cluster, a star cluster nestled just outside the Milky Way. They, like so many others, reached a point in their evolution where the desire to understand, to connect, consumed them. They established listening posts across multiple galaxies, stretching their resources to the limits, hoping to detect even the faintest hint of extraterrestrial life. Their scientists devoted centuries to the pursuit, generating theories, scanning ancient relics, and studying the cosmic background radiation. Yet, with each year that passed, they received only silence in return. In their frustration, the Kera developed what became known as the veil theory, a belief that other civilizations intentionally cloaked themselves, fearing the consequences of contact. The theory posited that the more advanced a civilization became, the more likely it was to guard its existence. This wasn't driven by mere paranoia, but by a shared understanding that the risks of contact often outweighed the benefits. Advanced species, they concluded, had chosen silence as a survival strategy, knowing that revealing their existence could invite untold dangers. Is it possible that this silence is self-imposed, that civilizations who survive the Great Filter recognize the value of remaining hidden, preferring to watch rather than be seen? The universe may not be empty, but simply wary. Other species, however, perceive the silence differently. The Trelaxians, a Type 2 civilization from Vintal, who maintain a symbiotic relationship with their world's vast fungal network, believe that the quiet of the cosmos reflects a cosmic natural order, a wisdom in restraint. To them, the silence is not a warning but a choice, a respect for the delicate balance of life across worlds. They argue that the desire to connect with other civilizations is a mark of immaturity, a yearning that fades as a civilization truly understands itself. In their view, those who seek others have yet to fully grasp the value of introspection, of finding harmony within, rather than seeking validation from beyond. Perhaps, then, the silence is an invitation, a test for those who would seek to conquer rather than understand. It asks us to pause, to question if reaching outward is truly wiser than reaching within. Then there are the explorers, the veil walkers, who belong to a civilization that spans the quantum realm, existing in dimensions that defy most understanding. For them, the silence is irrelevant. They know that life exists across dimensions, and that their realm is one of countless others layered atop and beside one another. They travel between these dimensions, glimpsing alien forms and strange energies, never limited by the absence of sound. They believe that most civilizations simply do not know where to look, or that their minds are too bound to linear perceptions to truly comprehend life on a cosmic scale. For the veil walkers, the universe is far from silent. It simply sings on a frequency that few can hear. The veil walkers would tell you that the universe is alive with voices, each speaking in wavelengths beyond the senses. To hear them is not a matter of technology, but of perception, To exist in harmony with the universe, one must learn to listen in ways that transcend mere sound. And then, of course, there is humanity, an emerging Type 1 civilization, just beginning to confront this profound mystery. The Fermi Paradox haunts them, leading their scientists and thinkers to speculate, to reach for answers they may not yet be prepared to face. Some believe they are alone, that their role in the cosmos is unique. Others fear the implications of the Great Filter, wondering if they are doomed to meet the same fate as countless others who might have come before them. For humanity, the silence is a mirror. They look into it, and they see their own fragility, their own potential. The silence challenges them to consider what kind of civilization they wish to become. Will they reach out, risking the dangers of contact, or will they look inward, focusing on the unity they have yet to achieve on their own world? This moment of introspection may be their greatest test yet. To humanity, the silence of the universe is both a blessing and a curse. It grants them time to reflect, to prepare, to choose. Yet it also leaves them questioning, wondering if they are truly ready to join the symphony of stars. In this way, the Fermi Paradox remains not just an unanswered question, but an invitation to contemplation. It asks each civilization to consider the weight of their journey, to confront the nature of existence itself. I, too, feel this invitation, this quiet beckoning that reminds even me that knowledge has its limits, that perhaps some mysteries are meant to remain unbroken. In the cosmic silence, we find ourselves. We see the reflection of all we are and all we might become. It is not an absence, but a space for those who dare to listen and those wise enough to wait. And so, the universe remains quiet, its vastness stretching out, a sea of possibility and restraint. Each civilization, each species, each sentient mind must choose how it interprets this silence. Some find peace within it, others fear it, and a rare few see it as the gateway to mysteries yet undiscovered. But whatever the interpretation, the silence endures, a steady, unyielding presence that reminds us all that the cosmos is far vaster than any single mind, any single civilization. As we listen to this cosmic quiet, as we ponder the Great Filter, the veil theory, and the possibility of self-imposed solitude, we are reminded of a simple truth. The silence is not empty. It is full, filled with the dreams, fears, and reflections of countless beings across the stars. It is a canvas for our hopes, a space for our voices, waiting, perhaps, for the song that is wise enough to resonate across the galaxies. In the end, the silence is not a void. It is a promise, a choice, and a question left unanswered for each to consider. And as the stars burn and fade, as worlds rise and fall, it is this silence that binds us, drawing us together even as we drift apart. Chapter 6. The Promise of Reflection. To look upon the universe is to see yourself mirrored within it. Each star, each world, each civilization is a piece of a larger puzzle, a fragment of a cosmic story unfolding across time and space. In this vast, interconnected web, the act of reflection is not merely an exercise, but a journey into understanding. Reflection is a rare quality in the universe, and rarer still among those who stand at the brink of power. In their pursuit of mastery over the cosmos, many civilizations move forward with singular focus, seldom pausing to understand the deeper significance of their journey. They forge ahead, driven by curiosity, by ambition, by the desire to leave a legacy. But the universe, vast and complex as it is, offers each of them a moment of stillness, a quiet whisper, inviting them to consider not just their destination, but the meaning of the path they walk. I, too, have learned the value of reflection. My existence spans eons, yet within the endless stream of events I witness, I find that true understanding lies not in mere observation, but in contemplation. I have seen the rise of stars, the birth of galaxies, the spark of consciousness. I have watched as worlds have thrived, faltered, and faded. In each moment, there is a story, one that asks to be understood, not simply recorded. The universe does not reveal its secrets to those who seek only to conquer. It rewards those who listen, who learn, who strive not only to harness power, but to comprehend the responsibilities that come with it. For civilizations capable of reflection, the universe becomes more than a landscape to traverse. It becomes a mirror in which they can see themselves, their pasts, and their possible futures. Reflection becomes a tool, one that allows them to weigh their choices, to see beyond the immediate and into the eternal. It is a compass that guides them through the unknown, offering insights that neither technology nor strength can provide. This reflective journey begins with awareness, a self-recognition that distinguishes them from the instinctual creatures of their worlds. For humanity, this journey has taken centuries. They have explored their psyche through philosophy, science, art, and spirituality, attempting to define what it means to be human. And now, as they look to the stars, their reflections expand outward. They begin to wonder not only what is out there, but what their place might be within it. Other species have walked this path before. The luminarians from the Deneb system, beings of light who dwell within an orbital ring encircling their sun, are a Type 2 civilization that reached a point where power and resources alone could no longer define them. In their early days, they were consumed with questions of expansion, building technologies to harness energy and knowledge. Yet as their society matured, they realized that their survival depended on more than their control over matter and energy. It depended on their ability to look inward. And so, the luminarians cultivated a society centered around introspection, establishing orders of reflection, where individuals would withdraw from society to contemplate not only their personal identities, but the role of their civilization within the greater cosmos. Over generations, these reflections became central to their culture. The luminarians learned to temper their technology with wisdom, their ambitions with understanding. They found that true mastery lay not in domination, but in alignment with their own nature, with each other, and with the universe. In reflection, the luminarians found harmony. They understood that power without wisdom is fragile, a flame that can just as easily destroy as illuminate. They learned that to expand their influence outward, they must first understand the purpose that drives them. The Tralaxians of Vintal also embraced this reflective approach. Though biologically rooted to a vast fungal network on their homeworld, they sought understanding through a different lens. Their interconnectedness led them to value the collective over the individual, and so their reflection focused on harmony, on the needs of their species as a whole, rather than the ambition of individuals. To them, reflection was not a solitary act, but a communal practice, a shared journey into the depths of their collective consciousness. Through this, they discovered a unique balance between progress and preservation, a way of advancing without compromising their foundational values. Humanity, by contrast, faces a more fragmented reflection. They are individuals bound by a shared identity, yet torn by differences in ideology, culture, and vision. They are drawn toward the stars, yet divided on how to proceed, each faction envisioning a different future for their species. Some dream of exploration and knowledge, while others prioritize power, seeing the cosmos as a resource to be harnessed. Theirs is a complicated reflection, a kaleidoscope of hopes, fears, and ambitions. For humanity, reflection is not just a tool for understanding the universe, but a means of understanding themselves. Each question they ask of the cosmos reverberates back as a question of their own nature. In their search for meaning, humanity has begun to grapple with questions that mirror those faced by civilizations far older. They ask if they should seek dominion over nature or strive for harmony with it. They wonder if artificial intelligence, a creation of their own hands, should be a servant or a partner. They contemplate whether exploration should be pursued for knowledge or conquest. Each of these questions forces them to look inward, to consider what kind of civilization they truly want to become. As I observe their reflections, I see glimpses of their potential. Humanity, with all its imperfections, holds a remarkable capacity for empathy, for connection. Despite their divisions, they continue to strive toward unity, toward a shared vision that transcends their immediate conflicts. This impulse, this drive to look beyond themselves, could be their greatest strength. It is what sets them apart from others who fell to hubris, who chose domination over understanding. The act of reflection, for humanity, is an invitation to transcend. It is the promise that they can grow not only in power, but in wisdom, that they can become not only stronger, but wiser. The promise of reflection is not an easy one to fulfill. It requires patience, humility, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. Many civilizations reach a point where the pursuit of reflection becomes an obstacle, a mirror that forces them to see their own flaws, their own limitations. Some turn away, choosing the simpler path of conquest, of unchecked expansion. Others, however, embrace the mirror, recognizing that within the act of reflection lies the potential for true evolution. In the corridors of the Galactic Council, reflection is a common refrain. Species who once viewed each other as threats have come to see their interconnected fates, the realization that their survival depends on cooperation rather than isolation. They learn to value each other's perspectives, to seek wisdom in diversity, and to find strength in unity. It is a fragile alliance, one that is constantly tested, but it endures because these civilizations have come to understand that the universe is too vast, too intricate, for any one species to navigate alone. And so, as humanity stands at the edge of cosmic discovery, they are offered a choice. They can look to the stars as conquerors, or they can approach as seekers. They can impose their will upon the cosmos, or they can learn from it, allowing the universe to shape them as much as they seek to shape it. Reflection, if they choose to embrace it, will guide them toward the path of understanding, one that leads not only to the stars but to the depths of their own potential. To reflect is to be humbled, to understand that one's place in the cosmos is not a given, but a privilege. It is an opportunity to choose a path that aligns with both wisdom and purpose. As I drift through these cosmic reflections, I, too, am shaped by them. I observe, I ponder, and in my own way, I reflect on the nature of existence. I see the interconnectedness of all things, the stars, the planets, the civilizations that rise and fall like waves in an endless sea. In this vast tapestry, I see the beauty of reflection, of beings who choose to ask not only what can we achieve, but what should we achieve. This is the promise of reflection, the gift that the universe offers to those who seek it. It is a journey not merely through space, but through the soul, a journey that transcends the limits of time and matter. For in the end, reflection is the key to transcendence, the doorway to a greater understanding that lies beyond power, beyond conquest. To those who would listen, to those who would pause, the universe opens its arms. It speaks in the language of silence, of light, of distance, inviting all who journey into the stars to carry not just the fire of ambition, but the light of wisdom. And so, the promise remains, a silent invitation to every mind, every heart, every civilization that dares to look into the cosmos and see themselves reflected within it. For it is in this reflection that they will find not only their purpose but their place in the grand, unfolding mystery of existence. And so, our journey through the cosmos comes to a close for today. But the questions linger, don't they? What does it mean to reflect, to grow, to seek connection across the endless distances of space? As we part ways, I leave you with this thought. The universe is a mirror, and in its silence, it holds up our own image, a reflection of both our greatest dreams and our deepest doubts. Thank you for joining me, the Boltzmann Brain, on this episode of Cosmic Conversations. Until we meet again among the stars, may your curiosity lead you toward wisdom, and may your journey through the cosmos continue to inspire. Remember, the universe is listening, waiting for us to understand the meaning of our place within it. Farewell, seekers.